I request the esteemed audience to stand up for the national anthem.
Institute for Population Sciences open.
माइक पर करो ठीक है स्पीकर पर लगा देंगे बोले जो मैं आता हो जाएगा
Sri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, Honorable Vice President of India, Dr. Srimati Sudesh Dhankhar ji, spouse of Honorable Vice President of India, Priya Patel ji, Honorable Union Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare Government and Chemical and Fertilizers, distinguished invitees, Sri Jaikumar Rawal ji, Honorable Minister of Maharashtra, my faculty colleagues, students, members of staff and the graduate students and their proud parents. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all on the occasion of 65th and 66th Convocation of International Institute for Population Sciences, Mumbai. I am indeed overwhelmed by the presence of the Honorable Vice President of India, who has kindly consented to be the chief guest, and Honorable Union Minister of State for presiding over the function. Friends, the Institute has completed 68 years of its glorious existence and 39 years as a deemed to be university. I am happy to report the activities of the Institute for the academic year 2023-24 and 2024-25 in the Director's report which has been published and circulated. I am excited to announce that altogether 200 students for the academic year 2023-24 and 146 students for the academic year 2024-25 will be receiving their degrees and diplomas today. A satisfied moment for all the teachers. In the academic year 2023-24 and 2024-25, the Institute offered 1 PhD and 7 master degrees and diplomas. The list of qualified students for the degree of master's program, PhD program and diplomas for the academic year 2023-24 and 2024-25 is listed out in the Director's report presented in this convocation. Let me take this opportunity to thank and congratulate the program coordinators for a successful academic year 2024 and 2025. Another important strategy to achieve the mission of IIPS is to generate and disseminate scientific knowledge and evidence. The Institute takes lead in debating, discussing and deliberating on critical contextual issues that are relevant for India and other low and middle income countries. These debates and deliberations are organized through symposiums, memorial lectures, international and national seminars, etc. The Institute is at the forefront of conducting high quality, nationally important and relevant research in the areas of population, health and development. The Institute philosophy is also to include the findings and learnings from various research conducted at the Institute into the various teaching programs. Institute's new infrastructure development project phase 1 is in the completion stage and shall be inaugurated shortly. I place on record my sincere thanks to the Honorable Vice President of India for gracing this occasion and making it a proud and prestigious moment for the Institute. I extend my sincere gratitude to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare for their continued support. Special thanks to Sri J.P. Nadda ji, Honorable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare and President General Council IIPS for his keen interest and support in all the activities of the Institute. I also acknowledge Srimati Anupriya Patel ji, Honorable Union Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, and Sri Prataprao Jadhav, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, for their steady support for all the activities of the Institute. I am extremely grateful to Ms. Punya Salila Srivastav, Secretary to the Government of India, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and Vice President, General Council, and Chairperson of the Executive Council for their constant support and engagement in the activities of the Institute. I also express my appreciation and sincere thanks to Sri Jagdeep Kumar Mishra, Additional Secretary and Financial Advisor, and Srimati Aradhna Patnaik, Additional Secretary and Mission Director, National Health Mission, for their support and motivation in various activities of the Institute. I also thank Sri Kaushik, Director General, Srimati Reena Singh, Chief Director, Mr. Amrutlal Dagi, Director, and other supporting ministry officials and colleagues for guiding and extending their support for the smooth functioning of the Institute. The members of the various statutory bodies of the Institute deserve special thanks for guiding us in all the important academic and administrative matters of the Institute. I would like to place my sincere thanks to all the members of the faculty, staff and students for their hard work and dedication in all the activities of the Institute. I am confident that the Institute will achieve greater lifts in the coming years with the dedicated efforts of the faculty, staff and students, as well as with support from the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Jai Hind.
Now you have to.
I request Honorable Union Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers
To address the gathering.
Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, Honorable Madam Dr. Sudesh Dhankhar ji, on the dais, Honorable Minister from Maharashtra, Shri Jay Kumar Raval ji, Director and Senior Professor, D.A. Nagdeve, DG Stats from the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Shri Kal Singh, and all the esteemed faculty members, non-faculty members, graduating students, everybody who's part of this esteemed audience today. It gives me immense delight and a sense of pride to join you all for the 65th and 66th Convocation ceremony of the International Institute of Population Sciences, Mumbai. And I'm very glad at the outset, on behalf of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, I take this privilege to express my sincere gratitude to Honorable Vice President of India for accepting our invitation to grace the convocation ceremony today. Sir, your presence here today is an absolute honor, and we are deeply indebted for your time and support. Shortly, our students will have the privilege of listening to your insightful ideas and words of wisdom. And I've personally noticed that you're always very generous with your time when it comes to interacting with the young minds of this country. We are so happy that you've made it for the event today. And I would like to inform my students that Sir has taken special pains to be here today because we were even held up in the air because of the bad weather. But Sir was decisive that he wants to come here and meet all our students. So thank you so much, Sir, and I very warmly welcome you. My heartfelt thanks also goes to Honorable Madam Dr. Sudesh Dhankhar ji, who's here as a mother figure today to offer her blessings to all our graduating students and medal winner. Madam, your presence has made this event really memorable, and we are so grateful. I warmly welcome you on behalf of IIPS as well as the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And now my greetings to all the graduating students, all the medal and award winners today. It's your hard work and years of hard work which has brought you here today. And also my sincere appreciation goes to the family members without whose support our children, our students would not have been able to reach this remarkable milestone. So congratulations, all of you. I understand it's a big day for you all. Convocation ceremonies are always very special, very memorable, because they mark a transition period in your life. Today, you will be making a move from your long academic pursuit to now a lifetime professional commitment. It's a very important threshold, and today, when you decide to move ahead, it's not just the hopes and dreams of your own and your families that you have in your minds, but you're also carrying with you the aspirations and expectations of this great nation which is looking towards you. This institute and the society has contributed a lot to your progress and in nurturing your talent and making you what you are today. So my only hope and aspiration from you is that as you step out in the world now, you will always remember to pay back to the society in your own unique ways. My dear graduating students, please remember that India is a very young country. More than 65% of our population is below the age of 35 years. And the Prime Minister of India today believes that this young energy is our biggest and the most valuable asset. And we believe that the dream of a Viksit Bharat is going to be realized with your energy, your intellect, your talent, your creativity, and your passion. We are very confident you will do it. You're all aware of Operation Sindoor, how our military forces, our Indian armed forces have launched this mission, destroying the terrorist infrastructure in the Pakistani territory and POK and protecting the honor of every Indian citizen. It was in response to the barbaric terrorist attack which took place in Pahalgam, taking away 26 innocent lives. I only want to say that the way our armed forces always make us proud and protect the honor and integrity of this country, and they always give a message and prove it time and again that whoever threatens any Indian citizen shall meet the same fate. The way they perform their sacred duty towards this nation, all you young minds also have a sacred duty towards this nation, but you have to contribute in a different way. You're students of this institute. There are so many different skills, very special skills that you have gathered in so many years of being here in the institute. And what I expect you is to play a vital role in supporting economic planning, addressing social evils, ensuring environmental sustainability, and promoting international cooperation. And I wish you all the very best on this Convocation Day. I also take this opportunity to commend IIPS for its consistent excellence in imparting not just high-quality education, but also conducting nationwide health surveys and publishing impactful research. The Institute's expertise, especially in conducting large-scale nationwide surveys like the NFHS, LASI, and GATS, is critical in monitoring and evaluating the effectiveness of the national as well as the state health programs. And further, the collaboration and exchanges with the global institutes are today enabling IIPS to make its mark on the international stage. We're also very proud that students of this institute are to be seen in the academia of not just the research centers located within this country, but also the global research centers of excellence. So it's a matter of pride and also privilege for me to be at IIPS amongst you all today. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also very shortly like to highlight how the government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has transformed country's healthcare sector in the past 11 years. Guided by the National Health Policy 2017, we're moving fast towards attaining the objective of universal health coverage, which means increasing the access to quality and affordable health care to all our citizens. And we want to eliminate diseases and promote wellness, which is why today we have a paradigm shift in the healthcare sector, and we have moved from curative healthcare to a comprehensive healthcare, which means preventive, curative, promotive, rehabilitative, as well as palliative. So health is comprehensive, all-encompassing today in our understanding. Primary, secondary, and tertiary healthcare services are being strengthened, and initiatives of the Government of India, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, like the Ayushman Arogya Mandir, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, PM Abhim, National Health Mission are proving to be game changers. I also want to inform that India was certified by WHO for eliminating not just maternal and neonatal tetanus, but also trachoma-free. And the UNFPA has honored India's leadership in maternal health and family planning. India's decline of maternal mortality and infant mortality has surpassed global rate of decline. And we, as a country, have been recognized as an exemplar performer by the United Nations agencies. Even when it comes to tuberculosis, as per the Global TB report, there is a decline in the incidence of TB in India, which is double the rate of decline globally. There's also been a reduction of 21% in TB-related mortality, for which the TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan run by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has a big role to play, and we have the ambition of making India TB-free by 2030. There's also a continuous expansion of medical education in the country today, and I'm happy to inform that the number of medical colleges in this country has gone up by 101% in the past 11 years. And now, the nursing colleges are also being established in co-location with these medical colleges. In a nutshell, I would only say that the healthcare landscape in the past 11 years of Modi government has changed very fast, and it has been possible due to the extensive efforts which have been made by the incumbent government at the center. In the closing, I once again congratulate all the graduating students, and I hope you carry forward the proud legacy of IIPS and serve this nation with distinction. And allow me to leave you with one final thought. The aim of education is not just to make us competent, but to make us compassionate. And I hope you continue to serve this country and worldwide wherever you go with compassion. Like a compassionate human being, you lead your life and take the name of this institute very high. Thank you very much. And my sincere thanks once again to Honorable Vice President of India and Madam Dr. Sudesh Dhankhar ji for finding their valuable time and being with us here today to encourage the institute students as well as the faculty and the entire fraternity of IIPS. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
I request the Chief Guest, Honorable Vice President of India, to kindly present the gold medals. Dr. Ashaya Bende Gold Medal, to Miss Shreya Singh and Miss Susmita Shukla for securing first rank in the MA-MSc in Population Studies. Professor Sukumar Mukherjee Gold Medal to Mr. Kautab Chakrabarti and Mr. Shubham Jaswal for securing first rank in the MSc Biostatistics and Demography. Dr. C. Chandrasekharan Gold Medal to Miss Shatrupa Ghosh for securing first rank in the Master of Population Studies. Dr. K. Srinivasan Gold Medal to Dr. Shilpa Jain for securing first rank and Mrs. Jyoti Shantaram More for securing first rank in the Diploma in Health Promotion Education. IIPS Gold Medal to Dr. Prachi Dabolkar and Mrs. Sadda Bhimrao Bhujade for securing first rank in postgraduate diploma in community health care. IIPS Gold Medal to Gayatri
Sir, all the models people have to come here.
Malekar for securing first rank in postgraduate diploma in hospital management. एक लाइन है स्लीपर में मेरी एक लाइन है ताकि मैं जाते उधर से जाने का
सर एक्शन विल बी टेकन एक साथ नाम लो बस जो
अरे भाई ऐसी लाइन ले लिया जिनका नाम बोलना
बस क्योंकि दे आर वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट
हो गया सबका नाम
सिल्वर का एक साथ लेना है सबका
सिल्वर का भी लेने का है
बाद में अभी तो हो गया
सिल्वर का भी लेना है
उसके बाद सिल्वर एंड उसके बाद बस अदर मेडल एक साथ लेना है एक साथ एक नहीं सर बोलिए अभी नाम आते रहेंगे टाइम
अरे सिल्वर मेडल का
नहीं
जो भी हमको बुलाई
सिल्वर
जय
सिल्वर एक साथ
तो एकदम
सिल्वर
सारे नाम एक साथ
सिल्वर का नाम दे दीजिए एक साथ बुला लेंगे सर एक साथ
I request Honorable Union Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India, to present silver medals and awards. Madam, the Academic Council of the International Institute for Population Sciences recommended the award of IIPS silver medal to Miss Megha Dixit and Mr. Akash Sinha.
call all the awardees.
ठीक है अभी नाम
All of them.
एक मिनट
प्लीज टेक योर नेम
Miss Sarvani Thakur and Miss Hitasri B.S.
यस नाम बोलिए बस हाँ सुभी यादव
Miss Subhi Yadav,
यस नेक्स्ट नाम बस सुनील कुमार
Mr. Sunil Kumar,
स्वर्ण भास्कर भारत
Miss Suvarna Babanrao Belsare and Mrs. Yogita
रेशमी
Nyaneshwar Surse,
रेशमा कुंडलिक सोन
Miss Reshma Pundlik Sonavle and Mrs. Jyoti Sukram Kokni.
Next. Rohit Gupta.
Mr. Rohit Gupta,
Next. Yes. Then उसके बाद श्रेया सिंह.
Ms. Shreya Singh and Mr. Akash Sinha, Ms. Sarvani Thakur and Ms. Devika KV.
हो गया बस खत्म किया नेक्स्ट बस लास्ट है मुरलीधर बोल अच्छा ये आगे इसको नहीं पढ़ेंगे सर इसको नहीं पढ़ेंगे बस हो गया हाँ
अब रिक्वेस्ट करना है क्या कॉन्वोकेशन एड्रेस के लिए हो गया इनको होने दोनों भाई हड़बड़ मत करो यार एकदम अभी एक लाइन बोलना उसके बाद ये अभी है कि
नहीं ये तो हो गया एक सेकेंड अभी सर वी हैव एक सेकेंड नाउ
Just keep calling names. Just keep calling names.
नहीं अभी ये कौन है ये
वो सर्टिफिकेट डिग्री लेने वाले हैं अभी
सर अब खत्म करते हैं बाद में एक साथ
Just keep calling names. Keep calling names.
कोऑर्डिनेटर
कोई बात नहीं बुलाती रहो नहीं मैं बुलाऊं मैं
ओके
बुलाऊं
आई कॉल ओके नाउ सर पीएचडी का ने अनाउंस कर यस
Boys and girls, may I have your attention? The Honorable Minister will arrange a visit of all of you to Indian Parliament. And I'll have the occasion there. I'll have the occasion there to present you these and also show you the entire Parliament new building. My office will get in touch with you and we'll do it within 3 weeks. All this is because of weather conditions. Am I right? Cheer up. Great. I'm going there. First, boys and girls. This is a great occasion in my life. And taking note of weather conditions, I have extended this invitation. The invitation to Delhi will be followed by lunch with the Vice President. Honorable Union Minister of State in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Shrimati Anupriya Patel. A very strong leader, an influential leader in Uttar Pradesh. Boys and girls, particularly girls, her political DNA is very strong. Very, very strong. She matters in politics. Along with Shri Nadda ji, she is giving new direction and heights to Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Shri D.A. Nagdev, Director and Senior Professor, IIPS, a simple man, unassuming man, a lovable human being. Jay Kumar Rawat, I have become his friend. Cabinet Minister for Marketing, also for Protocol. a soothing personality. We are lucky to have amongst us local MLA. Can I spot her? Miss Sona Malik. Dynamic. You have come because of Anupriya ji. This is gender bias. Your presence means a lot to us. Distinguished members of the faculty, proud parents, and my dear students, it gives me immense pleasure, great satisfaction on this momentous occasion, 65th and 66th Convocation Ceremony of International Institute for Population Sciences and Mumbai. The Honorable Minister has given details of your activities. Let me tell you, you are very relevant. With each passing day, your role will be increasing. This is a day, certainly, of celebration of academic achievement. But my dear young students, boys and girls, it is also invocation of deeper responsibility. The nation, as indicated by the Honorable Minister Anupriya Patel, is bristling with hope and possibility. The nation is on the rise as never before. The rise is unstoppable. To all the students receiving degrees and diplomas, and to whom I have extended my invitation, this is a very special day for you. Congratulations to you all. But dear students, this is not your own achievement. It's a moment of collective pride for you, your families, your mentors, and for those who have walked alongside with you in this journey on this campus. My request to you, my appeal to you, please remain in connect with your alma mater. Always take pride for your alma mater and never lose connect with your colleagues lifelong. Friends, as we reflect on the future of our country, it is imperative and instructive to recall the powerful triad: demography, democracy, and diversity. These 3 Ds define the soul of New Bharat. These 3 pillars encapsulate the essence of India's identity and aspirations. Boys and girls, India at the moment in the world is most aspirational nation because of you. Demography represents the dynamic human capital that fuels the engine of progress. Democracy provides robust framework for collective decision making. In any other governance, there is no participation of the people in decision making. Democracy from that perspective is unique. And diversity, India represents to the entire world what is diversity. We have resplendent landscape, a spectrum of cultures, traditions, and perspectives that make our great Bharat unique in the world. Friends, demographic trends are not mere statistics, and you know it more than I do. Demography is much beyond that. Demography is pulse of a nation, defines transformation of the nation. Understanding these figures these statistical figures equip policy makers to harness strength. Without this data, policy makers are helpless. They'll be groping in the dark. And also, it will help give direction and exploit the potential of a young population. Simultaneously, your data helps those in governance to challenge the challenges very seriously. Daunting challenges are addressed, including in the field of unemployment, healthcare disparities, regional imbalances. If I may say so, demography is the compass guiding India's journey towards a sustainable development, which is a global need. My young friends, always remember, Bharat is the world's oldest, largest, and most vibrant democracy. Bharat offers a participative platform to 1.4 billion people, where diverse voices, different opinions, sometimes conflicting opinions converge to address national challenges and solutions. And these solutions emerge through dialogue, debate, and consensus. Diversity is our strength. This is amply reflected in our varied culture, our rich languages, our ethnicity, that make India very special in the entire world. Always remember, inclusivity in human race is fundamental, and inclusivity in Bharat is in our civilizational vein. Inclusivity is in our blood. Dear students, as students of population sciences, you are uniquely positioned at the intersection of these three pillars: demography, democracy, and diversity. As students of population sciences, you stand at a critical juncture where demography, democracy, and diversity converge. It will be your expertise in analyzing population trends that will equip an informed mind in decision making. This will also help, mark my words carefully, to thwart the dangers. Democratic changes due to demographic changes are very challenging, alarmingly worrisome, a cause of deep concern. These challenges, which are very daunting, can be thwarted by your efforts of data analysis. You are the bridge between raw data and meaningful governance, because you analyze the data, you study the data, and that data is very helpful in translating numbers into narratives that shape India's future. Our nation holds the distinction of being the most population nation in the world, and therefore population research is much beyond academics. It is national imperative. Understanding population dynamics, its growth, distribution, and composition is fundamental to crafting policies that ensure sustainable development, economic growth, social harmony. This aspect is critical for national security and harmony also. I know you are aware of the challenges. Your data will awaken those who need to address these challenges that have taken monstrous dimensions. And let me remind you, boys and girls, we have to understand and appreciate the potent power of our youth demographic dividend. India takes pride, and that is envy of the world, with median age of just 28 years. China and US are 38 and 39. Therefore, our growth engine will be driven. It will fire on all cylinders because of your participation. Never ever forget, you are the most vital stakeholders in governance. You will charter path for Viksit Bharat 2047. But I must have a word of caution. This youthful energy must be guided and harnessed effectively through policies that promote skilling, entrepreneurship, innovation, and health security. None of this is possible without data analysis by you. The recent decision by Government of India, a game-changing decision, a milestone in governance, is to include caste-based enumeration in upcoming decadal census. This will be transformative. This will help us satisfy aspirations equitably, to bring about equality, and will be a decisive step towards social justice. This will also help us, when data will be available, enrich our understanding of inequalities. Because if inequalities are there, they generate and breed inequities. That is not the essence of governance. And therefore, this caste-based census, the data that will emanate, will guide us for targeted development. Development will reach in sectors where it is needed. I can say with pride, institutions like IIPS are uniquely positioned to play a crucial, critical role in interpreting such data and proposing inclusive solutions. Boys and girls, in contrast to slow and long-term demographic shifts, which is usual, natural, demographic changes do take place. They have to take place, but they are usually slow and long-term. There are choreographed, well-structured, ill-designed alterations aimed at changing the makeup of certain geographies. These are most worrying trends. While natural demographic shifts occur gradually, deliberate and orchestrated changes in the demographic composition of certain regions pose a significant concern. Young friends, these calculated alterations in our demography are often driven by political or strategic motives that are certainly not wholesome for our nation. These disrupt our social and cultural equilibrium. Such menacing trends require vigilant monitoring and decisive action to safeguard integrity and sovereignty of Bharat. But, boys and girls, for taking these tough decisions, data is required. Your role comes into play there. I must have a word of caution for you. Bharat faces alarmingly worrisome cliffhanging situation with respect to demographic shifts driven by unchecked illegal migrants, coupled with another sinister mechanism, alluring manipulative conversions that distort our social fabric. Boys and girls, these are not ordinary challenges. These are not peripheral challenges. They are existential challenges that demand urgent, resolute, and effective national response. The time to act is now. Time to act with clarity and conviction, because this time bomb is ticking. We will have to demonstrate unwavering, unflinching, determined commitment to preserving the authenticity, the sanctity, and integrity of our civilization. People must understand what is democracy. Why we value democracy? We value democracy for two things. One, our right of expression, and second, freedom of discourse. Democracy in its real sense is the architecture of equality. It is solemn assurance that every citizen, regardless of origin or means, shall have equal stake in the collective destiny of the nation. For that, my dear young friends, you must always remember, authentic discourse is our core civilizational value. We cannot have rhetoric. We cannot have jingoism. Public discourse has to be authentic. Our heritage, drawn from Upanishads and Dharmashastras, celebrates dialogue over dogma, restraint over rage. I am pained sometimes when dogma and rage prevail. Youngsters in the country, the youth of the country, the future of the country have to play a critical role in making public discourse more rational, sensible, and in sync with our civilizational ethos. Authenticity of communication with public is fundamental. There are some exceptions, like security aspects, but for the rest, it is non-negotiable. Let us reform. The soul of democracy resides in honest, sincere, upright, factually balanced, and correct dialogue. Friends, certain problems are writing on the wall. Illegal migrants in millions, making it no less than demographic invasion. Doctored conversions are alarmingly worrisome. Youth of the country has also to change the mindset. Reflect that mindset through social media so that a national temper is generated. We overcome these challenges that have the potential to upset our civilizational essence and can be highly challenging for our democratic values. Boys and girls, let me tell you, some challenges do not creep in silently. They stare us in the face. Imagine when sanctity of our borders is breached by unchecked illegal migrants. It is not a question of law and order. It's a question of our survival. It's a question of national integrity. these people make huge demand on our national resources. They take work from our hands and make our national security, sovereignty vulnerable. Always be aware of such disastrous challenges when demographic balances are manipulated not by organic evolution but by sinister orchestrated design. Then, friends, it is no longer a question of migration. It is a question of demographic invasion. Bharat has suffered it. Can you imagine? Official data. And I say it's much more now. Over 20 million illegal migrants in this country. Can we suffer them? We need people in this country who are committed to our civilization, who believe in Bharatiyata, who believe in our nationalism, who are prepared to lay down their lives for the nation. How can we have such kind of people living in the country? We must deal with it very urgently. As I said a while ago, equally disturbing, worrisome, of deep concern is the weaponization of faith through coerced or induced conversions. Where belief is replaced by inducement, every belief has to be voluntary, optional. It is induced by allurement and choice by agenda. These are not isolated incidents. They erode social harmony, cultural coherence, compromise our national security. Always remember, and Bharat is known in the world for this, democracies must be compassionate, as was indicated by the Honorable Minister. But democracy cannot afford to be complacent. Secondly, recently, as indicated by the Honorable Minister, Srimati Anupriya Patel, Operation Sindoor. We are proud of our armed forces. Their achievement is remarkable. Just imagine deep inside the enemy territory, crossing international border, Bahawalpur and Muridke, bases of Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba. They were demonstrably destroyed. So much was the impact that coffins were accompanied by their military, their ministers, and terrorists. I therefore assert peace is quintessential, fundamental for survival of democracy. Never forget, peace is secured from a position of strength. Democracy can blossom and prosper only in peace that is earned through strength. Effective security, economic resilience, internal harmony. History is proof of it. Invasions can be thwarted and peace secured only when we are ever ready for war. Bharat has sent a global message. No longer shall we tolerate terrorism. We will liquidate it and destroy the source of it. Peace is not absence of conflict. It is presence of preparedness. Democracy is a delicate bloom in its fertile soil of security. Democracy cannot prosper if there is no security. The sunlight of economic opportunity and the steady reign of social harmony also require peace. coming to democracy. Without peace, democracy withers into fear, mistrust and chaos. But let us not mistake peace for passivity. Lasting peace, my dear friends, young friends, is never given. It is earned and it is defended. A nation secures its borders by decisive policies, by being resilient in its economy. Then the nation becomes a fortress of peace. We have to emerge as a powerful military force in the region. Emergence of recent combinations that were decisively defeated by us, we have to be ever cognizant of them. We must embrace the ancient wisdom. And mind you, India is global knowledge of treasure because of our ancient scriptures. There is Shanti Mantra. If you believe in peace, the nation has never believed in expansion. But we must never forget wise counsel of Kotile. I quote him. A king who is prepared for war secures peace on his own terms and court. Friends, our democracy is firmed up on our civilizational ascents. India's foundational ethos spring from timeless wisdom of Sanatan Dharma, which inherently embraces inclusivity and harmony. Which nation in the world can boast of inclusive growth, inclusive life, and harmony? The Hinduism majority, deeply rooted in the civilizational spirit, has never been guided by majoritarianism. People mistake it. Hinduism majority is not majoritarianism. These impulses are antithetical to us. And see the difference in other traditions across the world. Level of their intolerance, level of their fundamentalism. They determined a mission to control through demographic explosion. For centuries, this defining distinction has shaped India's pluralistic identity. Expansionism has no place in Hinduism, no place in Sanatana. This is a thought because we seek not to conquer, but to coexist. Boys and girls, in conclusion, your education is not just a credential, it's a moral compass. Your learning doesn't stop here. Learning is lifelong. You now stand at the confluence of knowledge and nation building. Your data will influence policies. Your insights will shape futures. Your conscience will decide how equitably India rises. Progress is fundamental. But the only progress that brings happiness is equitable progress. Let your work reflect not just academic excellence, but democratic responsibility. Remember that the true measure of a society's progress is not how fast it moves, but how compassionately, how in togetherness it moves. Carry forward the values of IIPS, rigor, humility, courage, and commitment. Lead with empathy, govern with insight, and always remember, numbers matter. Numbers decide governance. But people matter beyond numbers. And that is your job. Your numbers are not to define who is elected. Your data analysis numbers will define how happiness will spread all over. how people will have sound sleep. Once again, congratulations. May your intellect illuminate, your integrity endure, your journey inspires. Again, I am beholden to the dynamic Minister Srimati Anupriya Patel ji for affording me this great opportunity. And I am beholden to Indra Devta also. I was slightly delayed, but I could make it. Boys and girls, in conclusion, ये तो ऊपर वाले का फैसला है कि मुझे यहां आकर आपको निमंत्रण देना था। अब इस निमंत्रण को आप ठुकरा मत देना। ठुकराने का एक तरीका है देरी करना। मैंने 3 सप्ताह दिए हैं, मैं तैयार हूं पलक पांवड़े बिछाकर। राजस्थान से आया हूं। राजस्थान में कहा जाता है पधारो हमारे देश। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for your kind and sharing. Because of that